When Sydney was chosen to host the 2000 Olympics, women's water polo was initially not included on the program. In contrast, their male counterparts had been competing since 1900. In their fight for gender equality and to be recognized as a legitimate Olympic sport, athletes staged protests to gain the attention of governing body FINA, and in late 1997, they got their wish.
As an athlete, you're not respected until you've been to an Olympic Games, unless you're a professional, footballer or cricketer. For women, it's getting a bit better these days, but for us, we just weren't really considered, real athletes, and we had done it, I think, harder than most.
So when it was announced that we were going in, amazing. I'd been, even though I was 25 then, I'd been in the national team for quite a few years already, and it was really starting to look like it wasn't going to happen during my playing time.
The Sydney 2000 gold medal game between USA and Australia had the host nation on the edge of their seats. Tied 3-3 and seemingly heading to overtime with 1.3 seconds remaining, the Aussies snatched a historic win.
It all happened so quickly, and Bridget Gustafson had just actually scored a goal, which they disallowed. So in that sort of moment, I was upset that wasn't counted. And then if anyone was going to try for that goal in the last dying moments, it was Yvette.
I knew that everyone was thinking they were going to extra time. And for me, I just knew we had 1.3 seconds. I better score it quick, and I hope that it goes in. But, that moment was amazing. It's something I've dreamt of, something I've trained for, and to celebrate with your team is just phenomenal.
That crowd of 18,000, I think, is still one of the biggest crowds that's ever been to a water polo game anywhere in the world. So to have that, that real home crowd cheering behind you, it was a pretty amazing time.
To this day, the fight to have women's water polo included in the Olympics has left a lasting legacy in Australia.
I think it definitely increased the number of kids that were playing the game that wanted to be like us and have that same opportunity. And for them, it wasn't just a dream. They just had to, if they were good enough, they were going to get to go to an Olympics.
I think it's really put, a sport that isn't necessarily that well known. It's put it on the map a little bit more in this country, which is nice. At least now people know what it is.
It's a movement that keeps moving forward, and we always keep giving back to the sport and trying to make it as popular as swimming could be,